Welcome to Student Spotlight, a presentation of College Success Arizona. This program features the hardworking college students who have earned scholarships from College Success Arizona and are now pursuing their educational goals and career passions. Today on Student Spotlight, we interview Marco Salcido.
I was actually born in Dallas, Texas. My parents moved to Phoenix, Arizona, and I've lived in Phoenix, Arizona most of my life since I was probably like 5 years old.
And how old are you now?
At this moment, I'm 19 years old.
And where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from high school at South Mountain High School.
So you grew up in South Phoenix?
No, I actually grew up in Tempe, in the Tempe area. But during the time where houses were going, when the economy went down, we had to move to the South Phoenix because houses were cheaper at the time. And since 2011, I've been living in South Phoenix. And yeah, that's when I started going to school. I started in 8th grade in South Phoenix, and from there I started in high school in South Phoenix.
And what are you doing now so far as your education?
As of now, I'm attending Northern Arizona University. I'm actually studying for my business degree, business marketing to be specific, which is pretty awesome.
And what do you want to do as a long-term career goal?
As a long-term career goal, I actually want to become an entrepreneur. I don't plan on working with a company. I don't want to be working for anybody. I want to have my own business. I want to have my own employees as well, But I just hope to, have a steady income, hopefully make 6 figures.
So you graduate from school in Phoenix and you go to NAU. Talk about that transition going from a great big city and surrounding area, Maricopa County, to Flagstaff, which is a much smaller, more rural area.
The reason I made that decision was because I've been in Phoenix, like I said, for most of my life, probably around 14 to 15 years at this moment. So I kind of wanted a new experience. I've been in Phoenix all my life, so I never actually lived in Flagstaff, anywhere where there's snow or where the weather is different, where we see 4 seasons. So I thought it would be kind of a cool way to experience something new and also build more connections, since I have somewhat connections over there in Phoenix. So I thought it would be a good experience. But the transition so far has been awesome. I don't know, the sun isn't out as much, so I don't get as mad as I do in Phoenix. But it's been a good transition so far.
And you talk about starting a business. You want to own a business. You want to be an entrepreneur. Do you have some type of idea what kind of business it might be? Do you have sort of a dream job or dream business in mind?
Well, the dream job for me, at least, is to be a CEO of a company. At this moment, I don't have anything specific, but since it's in the business world, there's so much endless opportunities, and there's so much pathways you can take. Right now, at this moment, the internet business is really, really booming. So I would like to take my path down there, because there's a lot of ways you can make a lot of profit from selling things online, and hopefully, we'll see where things take us. There's always new ideas and things you can improve on.
So you're saying start an internet business? What do you mean by internet business?
Well, there can be a variety of things. So, for example, selling things you could buy things, for example, wholesale from China, selling it on Amazon. Amazon is coming up right now. It's been out for a long time, but it's starting to be they're starting to actually put stores in actual real stores in the U.S. and it's just it's a really big industry. So also for internet business, I could also, for example, start an app business, team up with someone, there's endless opportunities, really.
Going back to growing up in Phoenix, talk about your family. Were they instrumental in you pursuing a college education?
Yes, definitely. My family actually immigrated from Mexico, and since they had to drop out of school at a young age to help their family, with the bills, because in Mexico, there's so much low wages that it's really hard to live. So they had to drop out of school, so they came to the U.S. in pursuit of, a better life for their children, which they actually, succeeded in, because, that's what's motivated me so far. Every time I do this all for my family, because, I want to provide for them how they provided for me, because we're not made of money. Obviously I want scholarships for low-income students, so that's actually one of my biggest factors in pursuing my education. They work hard for me, so I want to, one day be able to get back to them.
And the scholarship you earned from College Success Arizona pays up to $6,000 per year for educational expenses. Can you talk about how that has made your life easier from a financial perspective?
College Success is one of my couple scholarships that I've received, and it's been very helpful, because I always need money for, actual living expenses too, because, obviously I got to pay for books, other things that aren't really factored as much into like the actual direct fee. So it's been very helpful and very instrumental in me being able to live comfortably here at NAU. And also like it's also been key like in order to not be asking my parents for money myself, because I know they don't have a lot, so I would hate to have to ask for help from my parents.
And research shows that academic advisors are critically important to the success of first-generation college students, which you are, kind of helping to guide you through the process. And your academic advisor provided by College Success Arizona, we call them Success Advisors, is Robert Davis. Can you talk about Robert's role in your life?
Yeah, Robert's actually very helpful at times. He is always offering advice, always telling me to join different clubs, and he's really helpful. He always keeps me motivated every time I kind of doubted myself. He always like gives me a extra push and says, you could do this, and I believe in myself more than what sometimes I do, So he's been very helpful in that aspect.
And beyond the books, I understand that you're a big fan of soccer and you play the game?
Yeah, I love soccer. That's my favorite sport, and it always will be.
And what do you do? Like, how do you play? When do you play? What role in the team do you play? I guess what position do you play?
Okay, so I played all my life, so since I was a kid, probably like 5 years old. But I've always at this point I could play any position because I know the game so well, and I could like substitute anybody for any position. In high school, I used to play with the high school team, and we actually had a very successful senior year where we won state. We went all the way to the Division II state championship and took it home, which is very cool because we were the first in our district ever to win the championship, which was very exciting. But as of now, since NAU doesn't really have an actual team, I'm just doing an intramural soccer team, and I actually created the team myself. So it's kind of my team. I'm kind of the captain/coach, which is very exciting. And actually, as of right now, we're in the finals, which we play this Sunday. It's going to be very exciting. Hopefully we take that home too. But as of now, it's just intramural for now, and Sunday league when I go back home to Phoenix.
Is there any way that you could use soccer, because that's a passion and you want to own your own business? Could you somehow cross those two things, your passion for soccer and your desire to own your own business? Maybe own a soccer team or something?
Yeah, actually, that's actually really funny because I was thinking about something like that probably 3 weeks ago. But I actually had an idea for maybe a rec center for specifically soccer, because I know a lot of kids in my neighborhood don't have a lot of money and a lot of access to things such as the Salvation Army, because Salvation Army fees can get very expensive at times, and I know personally I wouldn't be able to pay for that, So I was thinking of I had an idea at least for opening something where it's you could go play sport, specifically soccer, maybe another sport, but it's not at a high cost, membership rate wouldn't be as much, but it would be that's very exciting,
Yeah, because it seems like soccer is such a popular game for kids like yourself, for young guys like yourself. Yet Phoenix doesn't have a professional soccer team, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I think they're in the works of it though. There's a team called Arizona United, I believe, which I'm guessing is third division, second division, but maybe it's third. But we have it's professional, but it's just not up there, So I mean, they're working on it, but. As of right now, Arizona isn't as advanced as California would be, Texas. They have their own professional teams that are first division.
And I guess looking back, students like yourself in middle and high school, a place you once were, can you offer them some advice if they're looking towards college, some encouragement?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would have to say that don't ever doubt yourself to the kids at my school, because I know a lot of kids think that because they're from, quote unquote, the bottom. They don't have opportunities that other people do, and actually I think that they have more opportunities than others because, scholarships are always looking for low-income students. They're always looking for, people who don't have the same upbringings as others, don't have the same privileges. And I just say don't give up, I believe a lot in the law of attraction. I think like attracts like, so the more you believe in yourself, the more that you believe something is possible, the more likely it is to happen, and I believe something will happen. So, I mean, that's what I followed throughout my senior year, and I mean, I did pretty good in, obtaining scholarships in order to go to college, with debt-free. So I think students should definitely not give up, It's never too late to start trying. It's never too late to do anything.
Thank you, Marco, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.